Hey there guys, Nick here. Today I'm going to sharpen, I've got 3 knives here that desperately need to be sharpened. There's this cheap Browning knife, which I use in a lot of my videos and gets a lot of abuse. My Leatherman, the S30V blade, is getting a bit blunt. I've never sharpened this blade before, so that'll be interesting. And my Opinel number 5, my Opinel number 6, which is my favourite knife. I use this pretty much every single day. It's been sharpened a few times, starting to get a little bit of a curve to the blade. Now I should explain the sharpening system I'm using here. As you can probably tell by the red boxes, these boxes are hard to open. I'm using the Lansky system of sharpeners. I love this system, it's really easy to use. It works tremendously well. I genuinely enjoy using it. I don't really need this side of things. This is for serrated blades and such, and hooks. I will be using the leather strock, however. So I'll show you how this Lansky system works. There's 3 main components to the system. You've got the base, which I've attached to this block, this bit of plywood, which it's been attached to for many years. We have the clamping system, which for some reason, oh no, it's alright. We've got the clamping system. I'll sharpen my Leatherman first. So we've got the clamping system. We open up the blade. We put the blade inside the clamp. And then you essentially just tighten this red knob such that it holds the blade in place. I clearly need to adjust this a little bit. Luckily I have my Leatherman. So there is a little screw here that you'd use to adjust the depth of the jaws. I'm just about to screw that in a bit, which effectively makes that gap there smaller. I believe the last knife I sharpened on it was quite thick. So now that the jaws are the correct depth, it may even be a bit tight. Oh no. So you want to try and get it roughly centered. That's the best advice I can give you. You will get a bit of a differing taper towards the front and back, but the more centered you can get it, the better that will, the less that will be. Then just crank down on this red knob, and that blade is now locked in there. All you do is set that on there, leave that for a minute. Move that away so that I don't accidentally stab myself. We have this rod, and I'll start with the coarse stone, which is the red. And you put the rod through that hole. Then I like to put it flat on the table, which ensures that your rod is straight. And then just tighten that down a little bit. Doesn't need to be super tight, as long as it's firm. And I cleaned this the last time I used it, so it's in good condition. So then all I do, I just hold it in there. Now this blade still has the factory grind on it, so the scratch pattern is really easy to see, and I'll be able to tell straight away as soon as I've completely eliminated it. I lied, this blade has a 20-degree bevel. That's much better. Now I'm actually hitting the scratch lines. Now after a time you'll notice that it doesn't seem to be cutting as well. Lansky system comes with Nathan's Natural Honing Oil, which I've yet to empty a bottle of. I got a second bottle when I got the second case. So I say get some if you like, but don't get too much, because honestly you won't go through it super fast. So I just lift that off. It's my cleaning cloth. It's just a piece of old business shirt. Nice and clean. Back at it. Whoop. So this is the edge I've got on it with just the coarse stone. Might be a bit hard to see because of that light, but I've got most of the, I think I've got all the factory grind out of it. This is what the factory grind looks like. So as you can see, I've got a burr the whole way along. Which is good, that's what I want. Let's get started on the other side. It's just right at the front there, not picking up the burr yet. Here we go, here's the edge after stropping. We're not at a full polish, obviously. This is a utility knife after all. But we have gone to a nice edge there. It is tricky to get down to the bevel at the end here, but I have managed to get there pretty close. The factory machine bevel is kind of all over the shop. It's right on this side, but not on this side. Anyway, that's nice keen edge now. Sharp all the way down. She's good. Thanks for watching. That's how I use the Lansky system to sharpen my knives. It's now very sharp, but you're not going to take my word for it. The internet has another way of knowing if blades are sharp, apparently. And that's the ubiquitous paper test. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Do that to paper. As you can see, I can. Whoop.
Jazz Club.